Hello, I'm Steph and this is Dre and we're from Calibrate Studio. So today we're going to go into the final week of our deep core exercises. So today we're going to go through what's called a Sphinx pose. So Dre's going to get straight into it. We are still using the mini band around our ankles for this one because we're still targeting that lower part of your spine. So Dre's positioning here. He is literally like a Sphinx from Egypt right now, okay? He's going to pop his elbows directly underneath his shoulders and his wrists are actually in line with his elbows. So he is not in this position, nor is he over there. We want to stay nice and neutral in those straight lines, okay? So alignment is going to be key. His head is always going to be neutral once again. So rather than looking down, letting your head drop down, rather than looking up, I want to make sure he can imagine I've got a line going straight through here, and there he knows he's in a better position. He's actually retracting his chin inwards. You can see he's not poking his chin forwards. And then there, you've got that upper body in your Sphinx position. Now, for his feet here, again, we're actually going with a lighter band today because this one's a little bit harder. So for the first one, we're going to go through a double leg lift. Now, this one here, we're going to pull the band apart. The whole time, I'm going to keep my hand on his lower back here because I do not want him to compromise into anywhere other than using from here down. Okay, so his lower part of his spine is firing. He's pulling the band apart. He's going to squeeze. Yep, his legs going outwards this time. As he points his knees out, his toes are pointing out as well, and he's going to try and lift just his knees off the ground. He's going to hold there for 3, 2, lift your head up a little bit, 1, and back down. So the double leg lift is only a small movement. I'm only looking for his knees to come off the ground. We're going to go through that just one more time, not 2, don't worry. And driving down into the floor with your elbows, trying to grip the floor with your palms as well, and lift, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down, and relax. Good. So for this one here, I'm just going to give you a few pointers before I actually move on to the next variation. Elbows drive down into the floor, palms are gripping, but you almost want to think of pulling your fingertips in towards your body. So your hands are not going to move, but what they want to do is drive down and you're gripping as hard as you can. So you've got an isometric hold in your upper body. Everything in through here is firing. This is locked in place. His head does not drop down. There are so many things to think about, but once you think about your upper body being a statue, then you can focus on actually diverting all the energy back into the lower body, okay? So the second variation is going to be a single leg lift. It's going to be a little bit harder. I know that sometimes people think 2 legs tends to be harder than 1, but now that we're going into unilateral movements, it requires a lot more control. So same exact setup, okay? He's going to grip into the floor, drive his elbows down. Now as he actually goes into a single leg lift, I'm going to ground his left leg here. It's going to be this leg here that's working. So again, I'm going to hold this down. This does not mean this leg relaxes. This glute needs to be firing. He's going to squeeze everything. It's like he wants to lift his kneecap off the ground, but it's locked, okay? So everything else is touching. Now his right leg is going to stay pointed and he's going to try and lift that leg up as high as he can, pulling that band up towards the sky. And now you can see it doesn't come up very high. Try and lift your head just a little bit. Good. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and slowly come back down. Good. We're going to alternate this time, so you're going to give that right side a break. Now your left side's going to work. Set everything up. Big breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to lift up and come up. Hold up there. Good. You can still keep breathing there for 3, 2, 1, and come back down. And relax. So if you are doing this at home, Dre can take a break now. If you are doing this at home, go through about 4 to 5 on each side first. Start with less reps before you move forward again. Okay, so we will always put all the details into the description below, but for you to remember, these are hard exercises. Do them with the right form before you progress. Don't try and jump straight into 100 if you haven't got the form mastered. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. That is the end of this series, and please stay tuned for more because we've got plenty more coming your way. Bye.